Hey, what's going on, DDO players? Axel here. Today, going to do an epic, not epic elite, but just a heroic elite solo of Fear Factory, which is a continuation of the Harbinger of Madness chain. It's the third quest in the chain. I had a solo of Sinister Storage this week, which was the second. I believe that's the second quest in the chain. This is the third one. This one's a little bit harder. Not too bad. I mean, we still have some mind flayers. We've got, I think, mostly just taken. Other than that, not too many bad enemies. It's not too bad. The end boss isn't too bad. The hardest part is near the middle. When you hit those mind flayers, you want to not get insta killed, which I'm hoping doesn't happen. Because if it happens like it did last video, I'll be out of luck because there won't be any shrine near me.
It is time to open the storeroom and deal with Morley once and for all. Morley must have escaped through a
It's not too hard as far as navigation. Pretty straightforward. Quest reminds me of In the Belly of the Beast a little bit, with all these veins. It almost looks like you're inside a living entity. For mages, these mind flayers sure are beefy. Might help if I put my seeker on instead of my voice. When you're using a weapon like the Sword of Shadow that has a big crit profile, having a nice seeker item is very important because you crit all the time. Okay, one thing about this quest that makes it a little different is this is one quest you have to destroy these cocoons, which are a little hard to see, but you have to destroy them to advance. And when you do destroy them, as you can tell, they spawn taken. I haven't read too much as far as the lore and the storyline, but I'm assuming once you destroy the cocoon, these taken are supposedly what are growing in these cocoons, and when you destroy them, they come out and attack you. And while I haven't read the storyline thoroughly, I know partly it's about some villain who's growing these taken to do something evil with them, perhaps take over Stormreach, I don't know. But I know them being harvested and grown is a big part of the story. I really should take the time and actually read the dialogue. Sad to say that in my 5-6 years of playing DDO, I rarely, if ever, take the time to actually read the storylines. And I should do that because you pick up a lot of things by reading the dialogue. Normally people just skip through it, but if you actually take the time to read on a lot of quests, you'll pick up a lot of cool things and things that actually can help you with the quests.
The familiar stench of the Stormreach sewers staggers you for a moment. Fresh boot, these rusted pipes are too narrow to squeeze past. Raised drawbridges on opposite sides of the room stand.
Hopefully I remember this. There's some drawbridges here, or one drawbridge here. The first lever is right here, and the second one is underwater somewhere. Let me see. I think that's it. Is that it? Nope. That's a torch. Really wish I wouldn't have popped my aura. I can't see anything. Oh, there we go. Wasn't too hard to find. I've run this before, and if you can actually jump, there's a way to jump over the, through the bridge and get to the other side without actually having to pull the levers, or both levers, but it still won't let you advance unless you actually pull both of the levers. It'll say you have not done XYZ to advance, so go back and do it. This door right here won't open. I remember dying here before. These, in earlier lives, these kobolds right here are quite beefy for kobolds. I think I actually have to kill all these mobs before I can get through the door, if I remember correctly. Getting a little bit of lag. DDO's having some major problems, as well as Lord of the Rings Online, with login issues. I had to log. It took me about, I think it took me 6 tries to log in, and there's threads all over the forums. If you go and check right now about these login issues, one thing that'll happen is you'll try to log in and you'll just get the message waiting in line to connect, or you try to log in and you click the login button, it turns gray, and then nothing else happens. So hopefully they get that resolved, and it seems to be a, I don't know if it's a connection issue with the, like something with the internet grid in the country, because there's it probably isn't, but it seems like a coincidence. There's a lot of MMOs right now in the last couple days that have been reporting big login issues. I don't know if it's an issue with the service provider, but World of Warcraft is having major issues right now. So is Lord of the Rings Online, which is also a Turbine product, so that might make sense. But DDO, of course, and there's some threads. You know, you can go there and check it out if you happen to see this video in the next couple days. But there are a lot of MMOs that seem to be having problems. Taken are never tough enemies. They just, for the most part, come up and try to slap you. Yep, there are some. I'm going to try to avoid them if I can. I actually do not have an Everbright weapon on me. Something I need to fix. Okay, I switched to my other weapon there because I thought the oozes were going to come in here. I guess they're not going to go through the doorway. And I'm fine with destroying a displacement clicky.
It doesn't sound like the Taken, but it does sound quite unpleasant.
Okay, I think up here we've got some more cocoons to destroy. Let's see. Let's try west.
This deceased acrobat shows signs of multiple stab wounds to the back.
Okay. Is there a lever or anything? Let's see. Nope, I don't see any. Have to go back. Let's try going north. Okay, we got some mind flayers here. I remember this part. Thought we did. Maybe it's just taken. Oh, here's mind flares. Really hope they don't insta-death me. I'm gonna put a rage pot on for some extra fort saves. Alright, got the mind flare down. The only enemies I'm really worried about in this quest. And we've got some more cocoons to destroy. Let's go ahead and get them all destroyed first before I actually start killing the mobs. Alright. I can just gather them up and cleave them to death. Alright, says we need to destroy one more cocoon. Okay, here we go.
Smashing the cocoons has reduced Morley's ability to transform innocent people into the taken.
And I think, as far as cocoons go, that's the last ones. I think all that's left is a boss fight, which is against a Taken that's not very difficult, but he has a lot of hit points. But he's not necessarily any more difficult than the trash Takens that are in this quest. So to get there, we've got to go back, we've got to go north. Got to go up here. And we're going to lag off the edge. I'm going to say I don't know if that's lag or the ladder bug. I think it's lag. Whoops, got news. I need to switch my weapon. This axe is just a displacement clicky. I made this before I realized that green steel staffs, and here's a good tip if you don't know this and you're crafting some displacement clickies. Green steel quarterstaffs actually last a little bit longer than if you use other weapons. I don't know if that's just because I'm a cleric or what, but that's the way it works for me. They last I think about 10 seconds longer than if I make the clicky on an axe or any other kind of weapon. May as well use the shrine. I really don't need it, but I'll go ahead and use it. I hate that. My hotbars got messed up. It, for whatever reason, jumped me over to another one. So I was hitting the 3 and 4 keys and it was doing whatever the 3 and 4 setting are on another hotbar instead of doing my cleaves. Or activating my cleaves. Guess I should be a little more specific there. Alright, I think this is the boss fight. Okay, I'm not going to use that shrine. They give you way too many shrines in this quest. There's been like 3 or 4.
Down the shaft. Once you go in, there's no way back up.
We've got to drop down here, and here's the boss fight.
You have caught up with Morley Blode, but he is not alone.
Morley Blode.
Psychic projection of a mind
I guess that's the dude who is making all of these taken in the storyline. Yep, first my laboratory, now you come in here, you'll pay for this intrusion. I don't actually get to fight him though. To fight one of his taken creations. Marley Blow should spend his time trying to create a monster that's actually dangerous. Taken are too easy. He should start working on beholders. Alright, that's it. Fairly straightforward quest, not too hard, not too bad. If you can avoid the mind flayers insta-killing you, you'll get through it just fine. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. See you next time.